Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. This quote confronts us with a deep truth about the nature of our behavior and the way we live our lives. Jung's point is that much of our actions, decisions, and reactions aren't really controlled by our conscious mind, but by the vast and obscure realm of our subconscious. It's a territory where repressed memories, denied emotions, and primal impulses hide, elements that, if left unexplored, can influence our lives in ways that often seem inexplicable. But what does it mean to take control of your subconscious? It means becoming more aware of these hidden aspects that shape our personality and guide our actions. It's the process of bringing to light those parts of ourselves that we tend to ignore, the shadows we try to push away from our awareness. Control here isn't about domination, but about understanding and integration. It's about recognizing that what lies in our subconscious, if left unchecked, can manipulate us like puppets, without us ever realizing the strings that bind us. Jung believed that this introspective work was crucial to the process of individuation, that is, the development of our true self. He suggested that until we confront our shadows and understand what truly resides within us, we remain victims of unconscious influences. It's like being stuck in a spinning wheel of repetitive patterns, where the only way out is to look inward and explore what we've been avoiding for so long. In this script, we will delve into how we can take control of our subconscious, following Jung's teachings. We'll understand how the unconscious influences our lives, how to start recognizing these hidden patterns, and most importantly, how to transform this unconscious energy into a positive force for our personal growth. With that in mind, let's explore what Jung described so well, a journey of self-discovery, healing, and transformation. We will unravel the fundamental concepts of the unconscious, the shadow, and the individuation process, revealing how we can use this knowledge not just to understand our behavior, but to actively shape the life we want to live. For Jung, the subconscious wasn't just a collection of forgotten or suppressed thoughts. It was a rich, complex dimension that contained not only personal contents, but also what he called the collective unconscious. The collective unconscious consists of archetypes, universal patterns of behavior, and symbols common to all humanity. These archetypes, like the hero, the shadow, the great mother, and many others, are inherent parts of our psyche and profoundly influence our attitudes, reactions, and beliefs, often without us even realizing it. When we talk about taking control of your subconscious, the first step is to understand that our thoughts and behaviors are often driven by these deep, unconscious patterns. Jung believed that if we don't become aware of these patterns, they will continue to influence our lives, appearing as fate or coincidences, which are actually manifestations of our own unconscious, trying to guide or confront us. One of the most important concepts in Jung's work is the shadow. The shadow represents all aspects of our personality that we do not accept, that have been repressed or denied throughout our lives. These aspects might include personality traits, desires, fears, or impulses that, because they were deemed unacceptable or improper, were pushed into our subconscious. The shadow, therefore, can manifest in ways that surprise or displease us, like impulsive reactions, prejudices, or destructive behaviors that seem to come out of nowhere. Taking control of your subconscious involves bringing these shadowy elements into the light, acknowledging their existence, and integrating them into your consciousness. According to Jung, this is a crucial step in the path of individuation, the journey toward becoming the person you are meant to be, free from the unconscious influences that steer your actions. Individuation is an adventure inward, where the goal is to discover who you truly are, beyond the social masks and roles you play. By confronting the shadow, you face a part of yourself that is powerful, but can also be intimidating. However, it's precisely in this confrontation that lies the true potential for transformation. When you integrate these dark aspects into your conscious personality, you not only reduce their power over you, but also uncover hidden talents, energies, and positive traits ready to be used in your conscious life. To make the impact of the subconscious clearer, let's explore some practical examples of how the shadow and other unconscious contents manifest in our daily lives. Imagine a person who repeatedly finds themselves in relationships where they feel undervalued and rejected. This person might believe it's just bad luck or fate, but according to Jung, it's likely that their unconscious is guiding these choices. This repetition of patterns might be the unconscious's way of bringing suppressed feelings of low self-worth or unresolved emotional wounds to the surface. Their shadow could contain feelings of unworthiness or a fear of rejection that have been buried throughout their life. Each new relationship becomes, in reality, an opportunity for these feelings to be confronted and integrated. Without a clear awareness of this pattern, though, the cycle tends to repeat, perpetuating pain and frustration. Another classic example is the impulsive and aggressive behavior that shows up unexpectedly under stress or pressure. Often, a person who considers themselves calm and in control might be surprised by their own outbursts of anger. These reactions are often signs of the shadow emerging. Aspects of our personality that we deem inappropriate, like anger or aggression, are repressed and pushed into the subconscious, only to resurface when our defenses are down. These examples highlight the importance of paying attention to our repetitive behaviors and emotional reactions. They are valuable clues that help us understand what is truly happening in our subconscious. It's like following a thread that leads to the heart of a psychological labyrinth where unconscious patterns originate. Taking control of your subconscious doesn't mean eliminating these undesirable aspects, but rather making them visible and accepting them as part of who you are. This acceptance is not the same as resignation. It's a way to transform these energies into something positive. By recognizing your own behavioral patterns and emotions, you start to gain the freedom to choose how to respond instead of reacting automatically. Acknowledging and accepting the shadow can be difficult, but also liberating. It's an essential step to break the cycles of self-sabotage and pave the way for a more conscious and intentional life. As we delve deeper into the relationship between the subconscious and inner transformation, it's crucial to understand how embracing the shadow and exploring the collective unconscious can lead to genuine healing. For Jung, healing wasn't just about the absence of suffering. It was about the integration of all aspects of the psyche into a coherent and authentic whole. This process of integration is what he called individuation. Individuation is the journey of becoming the most complete and authentic version of yourself. Recognizing and integrating all aspects of your personality, the good and the bad, the conscious and the unconscious. When we accept our wounds, flaws, repressed desires, and unresolved emotions, we're actually taking control over the forces that once controlled us. It's not about eliminating or denying these parts of ourselves, but embracing them as essential components of our identity. In the context of the collective unconscious, this integration runs even deeper. The archetypes present within our unconscious are like templates that shape our experiences and responses to the world. For instance, the hero archetype can inspire us to overcome challenges and seek our life's mission, while the shadow confronts us with our deepest fears and weaknesses. By taking control of the subconscious, we start to consciously interact with these archetypes, turning them into allies in our journey of growth. One of the greatest benefits of taking control of your subconscious is the ability to transform automatic patterns of behavior into conscious choices. This means that instead of being controlled by unconscious impulses, you can decide how to respond to situations based on a deeper understanding of yourself. Practicing this can reduce inner conflicts, increase self-awareness, and foster a sense of inner peace. The freedom that comes from this process is immense. You are no longer a victim of circumstances or fate. Instead, you become the author of your own story, able to rewrite narratives that once seemed unchangeable. By accepting and understanding your shadow aspects and unconscious archetypes, you begin to experience a more authentic way of living, where your actions and choices are guided by your true essence, not by unconscious patterns that repeat old wounds. This is the transformative power that Jung believed to be the result of individuation, a life where you take control, not by dominating your subconscious, but by integrating it into your conscious being. As we conclude our reflection on taking control of the subconscious, we return to the heart of Jung's teachings. The journey of individuation is a lifelong task, a constant quest for self-knowledge and the integration of all parts of ourselves. Jung said that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. In other words, true growth and freedom come from confronting our shadows, not denying them. Taking control of the subconscious is not about getting rid of your dark sides or hiding your flaws. It's about recognizing them, understanding them, and ultimately embracing them as an essential part of who you are. When we accept our wounds and vulnerabilities, we realize that these same wounds can also be sources of strength and wisdom. They make us more human, more compassionate, and more capable of deep connection with others. It's crucial to understand that taking control of the subconscious is a process that requires courage, patience, and honesty with oneself. It takes courage to look inward and accept what is there without judgment or criticism. It's an act of self-love to understand that we all carry shadows, but those shadows do not have to define us. Instead, they can be used as starting points for our personal and spiritual evolution. As a result of this journey, you will discover a more authentic version of yourself, able to express yourself with greater clarity, confidence, and purpose. Freeing yourself from the chains of unconscious patterns enables you to make decisions that align with your true values and desires. The sense of being in control of your own life doesn't come from the need to control the outside world, but from an inner peace that arises from understanding and accepting your own being. Ultimately, Jung teaches us that the path to freedom lies in self-knowledge. It's by facing our darkness that we can see our light more clearly. Taking control of your subconscious is, therefore, an invitation to become the creator of your own reality, an active participant in your life's journey, rather than a passive spectator of the events that unfold around you.